A voyage is not decided at the wheel. It is decided days earlier at a chart table when the passage plan is built, berth to berth, not just seaboy to seaboy. A method has 4 stages with names every examiner uses: appraisal, planning, execution, and monitoring. In the next few minutes, what each stage really demands: squat and under keel clearance, the ECDIS discipline that keeps the plan honest, and how it is all tested. Appraisal is gathering everything that can touch the voyage before drawing a single line. Charts and publications corrected up to date, sailing directions, tide and current predictions, weather climatology, and the ship's own limits. Out of it comes the judgment call. Is this passage safe for this ship at this draft in this season? No-go areas are marked now in daylight and calm, not discovered later on radar. The exam phrase to remember: appraisal ends with the master's approval of the intended route in principle. The drawing starts after that. Planning turns the appraisal into a track. Courses laid berth to berth, wheel over points, not just waypoints, parallel index lines ready for the radar, and abort points to far every constrained stretch. Each leg carries its margins: safe speed, minimum depth expected, and the distance off every danger. Where the channel narrows, the plan says what the limits are before anyone is tired or rushed. And contingencies are written down: the anchorage to run for, the safe water to turn to, the port of refuge. A plan without a plan B is half a plan. Now the physics that examiners love: squat. A ship moving in shallow water sinks bodily and changes trim. The water accelerating under the hull drops its pressure, and the hull settles into the depth. Squat rows roughly with the square speed, and it is worst in shallow, narrow water, exactly where you have the least depth to give. Half the speed in squat falls to a quarter. That is why under keel clearance is planned, not hoped for. Charted depth plus tide minus draft minus squat minus a safety margin. And if the answer is thin, the answer is slower or later, or not at all. Execution is sailing the plan. Monitoring is proving you are on it. Fixes at planned intervals by more than one method: visual, radar, and satellite cross-checking each other. Never one source trusted alone. Parallel indexing keeps the distance off, running continuously on the radar. Transits and clearing bearings give instant no-plot answers in the places where there's no time to plot. And the plan is not sacred. If conditions change, then deviation is made, deliberately logged, and the master called by the criteria already written in the plan. ECDIS did not retire navigation. It moved the errors, safety contour and safety depth set to the ship, not left at defaults. The look-ahead active. Alarms answer, not silenced. The classic traps are settings traps. The wrong display mode hiding dangers. Scale minimum ignored. Route check run on the wrong safety contour and declare clean. The discipline is simple to say: know what the machine is checking, check what it is not, and keep the paper skills alive for the day the screen goes dark. Examiners test passage planning and patterns. Definitions: the 4 stages: wheel over point, abort point, parallel indexing, squat, under keel clearance. Calculations: ECDIS sums with tide and squat, distance to wheel, over need to work across time zones and tidal gates. And judgment: what belongs in the plan for a narrow channel at night, when to call the master, what to do when the fix disagrees with the track. Work practice is what makes those answers automatic. That practice is what the workbook is for. Navigation and passage planning for watchkeeping officers, appraisal to monitoring, squat and ECDIS discipline, with 280 practice questions and work answers. The link is in the description alongside the rest of the Maritime exam series. Plan berth to berth, fix often, and keep the margins honest.